Why did I buy you? Why did I buy you? Honestly though, who thought a holiday special based off of Star Wars would be a good idea?
Over here.
How'd you get behind me? Not the point. In 1978, apparently everybody, only a year after the film's original release, everyone had Star Wars fever, and so when George Lucas was presented with the opportunity to make a holiday special from such a prosperous series, it seemed like a no-brainer. George Lucas only had one say in the film's production, and it's that the story should revolve around a family of Wookiees on Life Day. We're gonna hold off on this piece of shit and instead look at a multimedia project, specifically the video game that George Lucas ultimately was proud of. Shadows of the Empire. Instantly, I feel like I'm taken back to when I was a child just when that music starts playing. The theme to Shadows of the Empire is probably one of my favorite Star Wars songs ever.
How did I switch clothes?
Shadows of the Empire takes place during and after the events of Empire Strikes Back and leads up to the rescue of Han Solo in Return of the Jedi. The game introduced Dash Rendar, a Han Solo type that's ultimately only there to be a badass smuggler in Han's absence. With his co-pilot Lebo and his YT-2400 Carillion freighter the Outrider, Rendar is ultimately solidified in the Star Wars universe as a badass. And as true as it is that the game isn't canon, the Outrider does make an appearance in A New Hope thanks to the special editions. The story is as follows. Dash, while making a supply run to the rebels on Hoth, runs into his old friend Han Solo. It's while these two reminisce, the Empire arrives to wreck the rebels. Rendar wishes to help in the fight, so during the first level you take control of a T-47, and the controls are tight. The first level is a lot of fun. You can't leave Echo Base, however, until you get the hangar doors open. After doing so, Dash takes on an AT-ST single-handedly and takes off into the asteroid field. The story then jumps to after Han is captured on Bespin, as Dash is helping Luke and Leia look for Boba Fett. Unbeknownst to any of the rebels, Prince Shizor, leader of the Black Sun crime syndicate, is on a personal mission to undermine Darth Vader for the murder of his family. He means to locate Luke Skywalker and kill him before Vader can take him for his own reasons. Dash locates IG-88D on the planet Ord Mantell, intending to find the whereabouts of Boba Fett. Let it be known that this isn't IG-88B from The Empire Strikes Back, but rather it's his brother that gets dismantled, because droids are paper compared to motherfucking AT-STs. This is one part of canon I'm glad isn't canon now, and it's because IG-88 should just be like one droid, one fucking assassin. It doesn't make, like, the fact there are four is confusing as fuck for some people, so just one is fine. We locate Fett on the moon of Gal, but he quickly escapes as an assassin makes an attempt on Luke's life just above the moon. Dash escorts Luke to Tatooine, and while Luke works on his lightsaber at Ben's homestead, Dash watches out for criminals at the Mos Eisley Cantina, but quickly rushes to Luke when Jabba hires a gang of thugs to kill the young Jedi. This is the second worst level of the game, if only because the controls of the speeder aren't fluid enough for the speed you travel at. Surely enough, we complete the level as we move on to the Imperial freighter Saprosa. The Saprosa is like this, modified Imperial transport, and the main boss is actually just a loading droid, but it's easy to destroy, honestly. Here it is, the worst level of the game. You're in the sewers of Coruscant looking for a way into Shizor's palace and fending off against total darkness. I couldn't see shit in this level. The last boss is a giant Dianoga, you know, the creature that attacks Luke in the trash compactor. We head into Shizor's palace to plant explosives, and then in our final level, we are in the Outrider, trying to destroy Shizor's space station, the Skyhook. It's during the assault Dash manages to blow up this space station. Alas, Dash does not survive the encounter. The game ends as Luke and Leia are attempting to free Han from Jabba's palace. What's great is, the ending on the hard difficulty reveals that Dash and Lebo actually survived the assault on the space hook, and they essentially fake their death so that they don't get chased by Shizor's thug. For having come out in 1996, Shadows of the Empire was pretty ambitious in its storytelling, and I think the story and the actual game still hold up very well. Prince Shizor, for a one-off villain, he was pretty cool. Dash Rendar is a good protagonist. Lebo's a good co-pilot. The Outrider is just an awesome ship. It was an interesting story that did give us details of what happened in the 2 years between episodes 5 and 6. It's crazy to think that 2 years passed, but this game kind of explains, like, Luke was being hunted. They didn't know where Boba Fett was. Chewie knew Han had a bounty out on his head from Jabba, so he should have been able to really figure out where Han was getting transported to. But again, Luke was being hunted, so I could see how that could hold up their endeavors. I'd say if you have a Nintendo 64, definitely check the game out. Get the book. It's fairly cheap online. Maybe get the comics even if you're interested. It's great artwork. LucasArts was a company that definitely was taken from us too soon. Towards the end of their lifespan, they were releasing mediocre games. I think this is a gem, and you should definitely check it out. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for more Star Wars content, and you have a good day.